Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Beilein to Victory podcast. Today, we're just going to look into what my predictions for the bracket are, what I think they should be, and I will also do a show just prior to Selection Sunday with my predictions after all the championship games. So, right here, I have an outline of all the seeds. These are all subject to change. If Duke wins the ACC championship, they will be a 1. Well, I can go on in the Big 12 with Kansas, Texas. If Kansas could move around too. Texas Tech, West Virginia are playing right now, so a lot could go on. I have Michigan as a 2, as well as Michigan State, Ohio State as a 4, Purdue on the 3 line. So we're going to bring in Mike, who is a Michigan State fan, to talk about my bracket. Mike, how you doing?
I'm all right.
Okay, so here in my bracket, as you can see, I have Michigan on the same line as Michigan State. Now, if that happens, how mad are you going to be?
Well, it's not going to happen, so I'm not going to be that mad.
Well, the committee does not like Michigan State, so even if they are both on the 3 line, which is very, very possible, or they could both be on the 2 line. So it seems pretty likely to me that we're probably going to be on the same line as Michigan State, whether it's on the 2 or the 3.
Yeah, not the 2. If we're on the same line, it would be on the 3.
We should be a 2 seed.
No.
Yes, we should.
That's going a little too far.
All right, we're going to take a quick look over. We'll go back to this slide. My last 4 in right now are Marquette, Notre Dame, Nevada, and Oklahoma. My first 4 out, Middle Tennessee, Syracuse, Baylor, Nebraska, and Penn State and Boston College, also close. Any reaction to that?
Well, I don't know what you're doing with LSU on here. I mean, are you insane?
I do not have LSU on here.
Yes, you do.
Nope.
No, it's Louisville.
Yeah, it's Louisville.
I thought you would put LSU on there, but
No.
whatever. Listen, Notre Dame should be in.
Yeah, I have them in. They're one of my last 4 in.
Middle Tennessee has to be in.
No, they're in a crappy conference and got clipped in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, so it happens. They were playing great all year long.
The only reason Nevada's in is because Baylor has a horrible resume. And Nevada just got crushed today by San Diego State. Really embarrassing loss.
They got destroyed.
Yeah, they did. If you look at I wanted to look at a team. The 5 line really interests me. Auburn has been a team that has been very overrated for a long time. I moved them to the 5. Kentucky has not been ranked for a while, but they're a team that can be put on resume and just on resume in past years, put as a 5. Miami has some good wins, and they play in a good conference and are ranked. I wanted to put them at number 5. I really like them. And I also moved Providence up to the 6 line after beating Xavier today. What do you think the scenarios are for the 1 seeds? Do you think they'll stay the same, or what do you think is going to happen?
Well, UVA's a lock.
Yep.
Villanova's a lock. Xavier, probably a lock. And Kansas, probably a lock. If Duke wins the ACC championship, they might get in over Xavier or Kansas. I'm not sure about that, but
if Kansas wins tomorrow, whether it's against Texas Tech or West Virginia, they're definitely in. And if Duke loses this game to North Carolina, or if they win and play Virginia and lose there, then Xavier will be in.
I don't like Xavier at all. They haven't beaten anybody besides Cincinnati. I mean,
they beat Cincinnati.
I don't know why they're ranked so high.
They beat the teams they have to. They have 5 losses. That's it.
Yeah, well, they lost to Providence twice. They lost to Villanova twice.
Providence to them is like Penn State to Ohio State, even though Providence is a much better team. But we know what I'm saying.
Well, Xavier, they play bad against the good teams. They play bad against Villanova. They got destroyed twice.
Yeah, they'll probably. They're probably going to get knocked in the Sweet 16 by a 4 seed, whether it's Ohio State, Arizona, whoever it is. I don't see them going much further than that.
They lost to Arizona State earlier.
Yep.
That was a bad loss now the Arizona State's looking bad.
I do have Arizona State in the tournament as an 11.
Oh, that's not good.
You had them in the tournament on your bracket. You had them in the tournament on your bracket.
Oh, did I?
Yes, you did.
Well, I disagree with myself on that. I don't think they should be in.
Oh, they definitely should be in. A team that I have moved in a couple days ago, I would have said Alabama's not making the tournament, but they had that buzzer beater yesterday, which is on a great call from ESPN by Joe Tessitore. And then they beat Auburn today, and I really hate Auburn so much. But they beat a pretty good team. Alabama, I have them in the 9. I think they've locked themselves in.
Yeah, they're in. But I cannot believe you would say Arizona State's in the tournament. I want to go back.
You have them in the tournament on your bracket. They had good wins earlier in the season. Remember earlier in the season they were ranked number 4 in the country?
Well, maybe I just switched them with Oklahoma State by accident, but
I have Oklahoma State in here. I think that's absurd.
They went 9-9 in a bad Pac-12. They lost in the first round in the Pac-12.
They had good wins earlier in the season.
I understand who they've beaten, but that's early in the season, and right now it's how they're playing now, which is also why I don't think Oklahoma should get in.
Well, they're
gonna
get it. I don't know where I stand on Oklahoma. They're the last team I have in the field right now, and a team I just bumped out that would have made Oklahoma not in here. I should have in my first 4 out is UCLA after their loss to Arizona. If they had beaten them, they would have been in, but they didn't win, so I got to put Oklahoma in that spot.
I think UCLA's in. Just
what?
Barely. I think USC's in.
UCLA was in the last 4 in pretty much every bracket, or the first 4 out, and they lost.
Yeah, well, I still think their resume is better than a lot of other teams.
I don't know about that.
They beat Kentucky. They should have beat Michigan.
Yeah, they didn't beat Michigan, though. So.
But they'll probably still get in.
All right, so we have a little bit of disagreement here. We look at these teams, and the most out of any conference is the ACC. But if you look at it, Xavier and Villanova, which I think the Big East is the best conference of college basketball, both 1 seeds. You have Providence at the 6 line on mine, Creighton and Seton Hall and Butler on the 7. Even though the ACC has more teams, I think the Big East has better quality of teams. I'd like to hear your argument. Why do you think the ACC is better? Just depth?
Because the ACC goes farther in the tournament every year.
Well, Villanova won it all.
Deeper than the Big East. Xavier, Villanova, and then a drop-off.
Villanova's going to the Final Four.
A bunch of 7 and 8 seeded teams
that have Final Four talent.
In the first round.
No, they will not. I bet you Seton Hall, Creighton, and Butler, and Providence will all win their first round games.
Okay, then they'll be bounced the next round.
Okay, fair enough.
Playing with 1 or 2 seed.
Yes, fair enough. Yeah, if they run into Michigan, I mean, they're just you can't get by them. So.
Listen, the ACC's got Duke.
Yeah, they got Duke.
Carolina.
Yep.
NC State, Miami, Florida State. All these teams are better than most of Big East teams. Virginia Tech, Virginia.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, don't.
No, those okay, Virginia Tech and the teams you mentioned that were not Virginia, Duke and North Carolina, are not better than.
They're better than all the middle of the pack.
They're not better than Seton Hall, Creighton, Butler, or Providence.
They're better than all of them.
No, I also have Marquette in the tournament as one of my last 4 in. I love the way they play. They just throw up all the threes, and I love that.
Yeah, unfortunately for Marquette, they're not making the
Yeah, they're not. They're probably not going to get in.
Unfortunate.
And we also have a
Did I mention Syracuse?
Oh, yes. I have them as the last 4. Only first 4 out. No, not in. First 4 out. All right. Well,
okay.
That is going to do it. Thank you, Mike, for joining us. Okay. So, thank you for joining us. If you like the video, make sure to subscribe, and I'll be doing a show before the selection show on Sunday. Thank you for watching.